We are live.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to call the meeting to order and acknowledge that we are in Treaty 1 territory, the home and traditional lands of the Anishinaabe, Ojibwe, Inuit, Cree, and Dakota peoples, and in the national homeland of the Red River Métis. Our drinking water comes from Shoal Lake 40 First Nation in Treaty 3 territory. My name is Brent McIntyre, and I'll be chairing the hearing this afternoon. And zooming in with me is Gail Anderson and Valerie Werhan. Our assessor for today is Travis Gretchen and Arif Das Mohammed, and our recording secretary is Belhan Robo. We will be hearing applications for revision of the assessment roll in accordance with the Municipal Assessment Act. The matters for which revision is requested have been described in each application, and we will limit discussion to those matters. The statements that are made at this hearing are sworn testimony, and anyone speaking to the matters must be sworn in. Be advised that comparisons of assessments of properties are not considered evidence of market value by the Board of Revision. The Board of Revision is appointed annually by Council and is independent of it and the City Administration. It makes its decisions on the basis of the evidence provided at this hearing and issues a written order that will be mailed to all parties as soon as possible. Please note that the Board's decisions with respect to an application may be appealed to the Manitoba Municipal Board if the matter pertains to the assessed value of classification, or to the Court of King's Bench if the matter pertains to the application of exemptions from taxation. Should you wish to appeal, information on how to do so will be included with the Board's order. With respect to the hearing process, I will confirm the points of appeal with your property to be addressed with each applicant following the swearing in. We will then have the assessor's testimony followed by questions that the applicant may have, and then the applicant's testimony followed by questions. Each side will have an opportunity to summarize if they wish. Once all of the evidence of an application has been brought forward, the applicant may leave. The process will repeat for each item on the docket today. The session will close after all the applications have been heard, and the Board will deliberate in private and make its decision. You will receive the Board's decision by registered mail as soon as possible. As information, all public hearings are live streamed, recorded, and will be part of the public record. We will be hearing items 1, 3, 7, and 10 on the docket today. Ms. Rojo, can you please affirm the assessors and the applicant's testimony? Thank you.
Mr. Assessor, please state your full name.
Travis Gretchen.
Thank you, and you affirm the evidence you're about to present at this hearing is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you. And also in our second assessor. All right. Thank you, and you affirm the evidence you're about to present at this hearing is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, and just so you're aware, your current filter blurs out your second applicant, or is that?
Actually, I think we're just going to switch seats, and I'll just present all of them.
Okay. Mr. Applicant, please state your full name.
Marcelo Navarro.
And do you affirm the evidence you're about to present at this hearing is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you.
Thank you. And Arif, you're presenting the first two?
Actually, it looks like after discussions with Mr. Navarro, I'm just going to present all of them. The remaining, all four of the properties on the docket.
That are remaining? Okay.
Yeah.
The first property is 2233 McGillivray Boulevard. Any preliminary issues on this one?
No preliminary.
And Marcelo?
We do have a recommendation.
And Marcelo, any preliminary issues from your point of view?
None.
None? Okay, Arif, you can present your brief.
Okay, Board of Revision file number 221769. Roll number 1000644840. Address is 2233 McGillivray Boulevard. Roll year is 2023. Reference date is April 1st, 2021. Assessed value is $4,213,000. We have had discussions with the applicant, and we are willing to revise the assessment, and we recommend a revised assessment of $3.6 million. And that's based on a revision of NOI. NOI becomes $244,800. and the cap rate remains the same on our side, 6.80, and that'll give us an assessment of $3.6 million.
And everything else stays the same?
Except for the rent, yeah. So we'll have to adjust the rent. I just don't have the rent figure on hand right now.
Well, the adjusted NOI is fine.
Yes.
Marcelo, were you aware of the recommendation?
I was, yes, and I agree with it.
And you've accepted it?
Yes.
I'm sorry, Mr. Assessor, would you please state your recommended value again?
Yes, $3,600,000.
Thank you.
And Gail, any questions?
Yes, just in regards to the recommendation then, the initial assessment, the original assessment included a value for additional land and additional building. So that has been encompassed in the adjusted NOI, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, actually, give me 1 second, please.
If it helps, we did include that value in there, in our evaluation.
Yeah, the applicant had the same value as the. So let me just give you a different NOI here. Sorry. Yeah, sorry. So the NOI should be $209,984.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that? 209?
Yes, $209,984.
And then you add in the 512 after.
Well, then you divide by the cap rate, and then you add in the.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. No other questions, Mr. Chair?
Valerie, any questions?
No, I'm good, thank you.
So just to confirm, the additional land value still remains at $467,000?
Yes, so it was land and building. So the land value was $467,000, and then depreciated. There's some tanks on the property. That was for $45,000.
And that remains the same?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. The next property on the docket is 1641 Seal Avenue, and I understand there's a preliminary application or issue on this one?
Yeah, we're asking for the burden of proof to be placed on the applicant for non-compliance. So I can just read it out if you want, the file number, and we can go from there.
Okay, and you're blurred on the screen. I don't know if everybody else is. Oh,
Yeah.
now you.
I'm not sure what's happening.
Thank you.
Okay.
That's better.
Yeah, so did you want me to read the file number into the record? And
Yeah, and just let me get there. Okay, you can proceed.
okay, Board of Revision file number 22-1342. Roll number is 0307149150. Address is 1641 Seal Avenue. Roll year is 2023. Reference date is April 1st, 2021. Assessed value is $2,967,000. And yes, we would request that the burden of proof be placed on the applicant for non-cooperation. We did not receive income and expense mailers since 2018. If you turn to my page 11, there is the history of the expense mailer that we received, and you'll see the last one that we received was 2018. And then the most recent one that we asked to be filled out and sent back to us is on page 12. Most recent to the reference date, I should clarify. So on page 12 is the cover page. Page 13, on page 12 you also see the tracking number LP491545071C8. So on page 13 is the questionnaire all the way to page 17. And then on page 18 is the postal information. So again, we sent it on September 24th, 2021, asking for a 2020 mailer to be submitted. There's the item number. On page 19 is the tracking information. So you can see on June 11th at 11:22 a.m. it was delivered to their headquarters in Vaughan, in Ontario. And it looks like it's just I guess a PO box. So yes, because of that, we do ask for the burden of proof to be placed on the applicant under section 53 and 54.
Okay, thank you very much. Marcelo, do you have a response?
So typically we'd like to get a response from the owner prior to us doing anything. In this case, we actually did contact the owner, but we haven't heard back from them. So we'll actually just be asking for a confirmation, as we would like to have that conversation first with the owner.
Okay, we'll take a 5-minute recess.
We are live.
Thank you very much. The panel has considered the assessor's request that the burden of proof be placed on the applicant for non-cooperation as per section 53(3)B of the MAA, and the board has granted that request. So the burden of proof shifts to you, Marcelo.
And we are asking for a confirmation.
You need to introduce the property.
Oh, do you want me to introduce the property? Okay.
Yes, please.
Okay. We are looking at 1641 Seal Avenue, Realty Roll Number 03071491500, and it's file number 221342. And the property owner is Grandin Toy Limited. And the current assessment is $2,967,000, and that is with class code 60. Is that good enough?
Yeah, I think so. Gail, do you have any questions?
I have no questions, thank you.
Valerie?
Thank you.
Arif?
No, I'm good.
Good, okay. That, and I have no questions, so that concludes this property. So the next one on the docket is, let me just get there. This is number 1 Began Avenue. Any preliminary issues on this one, either party?
Not from us.
We don't have any issues. Nope.
No? Okay, Arif, you can make your presentation.
Okay, Board of Revision file number 22-1032. Roll number is 14000842000. Address is 110 Sutherland Avenue. Roll year is 2023, reference date is April 1st, 2021. Assessed value is $2,587,000. Parcel use is industrial warehouse. Number of buildings is 1. Number of premises 1. It's a 1-story building. Actual year built and effective year built are both 1981. Wall heights are 24 feet. Zoning is M1, manufacturing light. Land area is 107,455 square feet. Plan area is 39,050 square feet. Gross floor area and leasable area are both 41,626 square feet. Land to plan ratio is 2.75 to 1. On the following page, you'll note that the subject sold 1 year prior to the reference date in the amount of $2.5 million. That was the consideration and the sworn value also. Currently, there is a lease in place. Sturgeon Tire Distributors have leased it for 10 years, or sorry, 1 year and 10 months. They're paying a rent of $9.08. On the following page is the map of the subject. So it's located in the northeast quadrant of the city. Not too far from here. On the following page is the overhead views of the subject. Same with on page 5, you'll note that there's ample space there to maneuver semi-trailers in. It seems like there is 3 overhead doors. If you look at the page on top, the picture on top of page 5. Then on page 8 is the street views of the subject. On page 7 is our workup. So we're utilizing a rent of $5.62 per square foot. We're utilizing a market vacancy of 6.5%. We're utilizing 3% for non-recoverable expenses. That results in an NOI of $201,752. We're using a cap rate of 7.8%. That gives us a capitalized value and estimated assessed value rounded to $2,587,000. On the following page is our comparables. So you can see rents range from $5.75 to $5 to $7.95. Effective year built ranges from 1964 to 1997. Wall heights range from 12 feet to 26 feet. All properties are industrial warehouse properties. All leases are current in relation to the reference date. And on the following page is just our income, the workup summary. Then on page 12 is the income and expense mailer that was submitted. Again, on page 13, you'll see that Sturgeon Tire is in there. If you turn to page 17, we've put a photo of the parcel boundaries for the subject. You'll see there's a number of lots there. So about 11 lots there. Starting at 118 and going up to 129, and then a separate lot on the rightmost corner there, lot 1. So what I've done is I've taken the title out for each one of those lots, and the titles start on page 18 and then go up to page 29. So all that is referencing is those lots and the title that is on those lots. However, if you look, for example, on page 20, there is the originating instrument. There's a transfer of land. Registration number is 5141867-1, and they're saying consideration of $2.5 million as of January 3rd, 2020. So if you turn to page 30, there's that instrument with the registration number 5141867-1. So basically all we're looking at here, you can see on page 31, this was a transfer, it was a freehold title. On page 33, the consideration paid was $2.5 million. And this document is dated November 27, 2019 as per page 35. And then on page 38, you'll note that the new owner is declaring the fair market value of this property in the amount of $2,500,000. And they've signed this document per page 4, December 18, 2019. So as of the end of 2019, beginning of 2020, we believe that the fair market value on this property was $2.5 million. And for the reference date of April 1st, 2021, if you add some time adjustments, you'll note that we have it assessed at $2,587,000. So I think we are pretty bang on with that value. And I respectfully ask that the board confirm our assessment, and I am open to questions.
Thank you very much. Marcelo, any questions?
Yes, Arif, I don't have any issues with the sale. It's clearly a valid sale, and I've looked into the sale myself, so I'm not disputing the validity of the sale itself. I just did want to clear up one thing though, and it pertains to your page 13 and that lease. And you may not be aware of this, but if you also turn to your last page where it has the signatory name on the transfer of land of Ashley Leibel, the president. Mr. Leibel is also the director of Sturgeon Tire. So I know this to be an internal rent. So I just wanted to verify whether you were aware of that, because
no, I wasn't. So Southern Properties is a related party
yes,
to.
yes,
okay, all right, okay.
So
yeah, I wasn't aware. Sorry about that.
Yeah, that's the only thing, and I'm good with that. No more questions.
Thank you very much. Gail, any questions?
No questions. Thank you.
And Valerie, any questions?
No, none, thank you.
So just one, Arif, so you're assessing this property on the basis of $5.62 a square foot, correct?
Yes, yes.
And the subject lease is at $9 a square foot?
Yes, so again, it's model driven. Everybody asks us, so it is model driven. So that's how we got our rent. And this time the model was pretty fair with the assessment.
Okay, Marcelo, do you have a presentation?
Yeah, I just very quick. 110 Sutherland. I've included some pictures in the general location. In terms of the property description, the only issues with this property are really it does experience crime. And in terms of access into the area, that's always been the issue. So other than that, we're not disputing the rent. In terms of the modeled rent, in fact, we've applied the same rent. 650 vacancy allowance, 385 shortfall.
You know what, Marcelo, we don't have that document.
Oh no?
We're showing just one page submitted.
Hold on.
110 Sutherland.
Yeah. Like 9 pages. 10. Just can you give me a minute? Because we may need to check out whether I actually sent this to you, which I believe I did. Mr. Chair, could we have just a minute to verify whether this was sent?
What was that again?
I'm wondering if we can just have a minute or two just to verify whether this was sent.
Oh, certainly.
Okay.
So we'll go into recess.
Just a quick 5-minute one, Belen.
We are live.
Thank you very much. We'll reconvene the hearing this afternoon. And Marcelo, would you like to speak to the fact there is no evidence submitted?
Yes, it does appear that we mistakenly sent the wrong file. So we have no brief to actually speak to in this case. So what we'll ask for is just a basic confirmation on this.
And Arif, I'll ask you if you have any questions.
No, I do not.
For
Thank
the
you.
record.
No, thank you.
Gail, any questions?
I have no questions. Thank you.
And Valerie.
Oh, maybe I do have one question. Sorry,
Okay.
if that's okay.
Sure.
Marcello, would you say this was a proper sale? The value is there's no dispute in the value of $2.5 million.
No, I think in terms of the transaction, it's clear that it's an arm's length transaction between two, you could say a willing seller and a willing buyer. So I think both parties were in agreement on this price, and it makes it an arm's length transaction. So yes.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We have heard all of the items scheduled today, and this hearing is now adjourned. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thank you.